Thank you so much for having me today.
And your daughter.
And my daughter, of course. I didn't start as a playing netball in the beginning. I was an athlete. With 100 meters, 200 meters, 800 and 1.5 at school. And then at one time I was supposed to go for a jog, and then I saw ladies playing in a local club, which was then Fast 11. And then I went there to watch. And then a lady approached me and said, "Don't you want to come and play? You could fit in a center position." And then I said, "No, fine, I can do that." Then I started playing center for the second team of that club, which was Fast 11. And then later, I think it was a matter of 2 weeks, and then I made it to the first team because one person got injured while I was playing with them. Remember, I was still at Mzonke High School at that time. And then there was a lady that was brilliant in center, which was I forgot her surname. She twisted her ankle, and then that was my chance. We were playing against Kulani High School in Tanzania. It was those Tanzania high school leagues, and then I played in her position. I remember it was like I was finishing playing in my fourth team, and then the first team was about to play. Yeah, and then they played. It was hardly less than 15 minutes, and then she got injured. And then when they were looking up and they saw me, I was still standing there like watching. And then they just said, "Come here and play, fill that place in." And I was like, "Okay." And then I went there and I jumped in, and they never took me off. First of all, when you're going out in a big township in Tanzania, there's so many things that we get influenced into. But the netball took the best part of my life because it motivated me not to drink. It motivated me not to do all the bad stuff. I was always the good girl because in knowing that you're not supposed to do this as a young girl, this is what you're supposed to be doing, and drinking was not part of it. So I was the sports girl ever. My mom didn't let me cook. I wasn't doing anything at home because it was like come back from school, go training. You have to be at a match at a certain time. And while I was growing up, being selected in the border team, schools team, and representing the SA under 21 at an early age, and at that time that was very scarce, and where you knew most before 1994, you only the team was not as transformed as it is now. So it was that that made me realize that I didn't. It was the right decision to leave athletics for netball because I was going everywhere. I was making friends. I was seeing places, and I was growing into netball, which was the sport that I loved. When you're playing from high school and you playing club netball and all those, it's only a dream that a township girl would make it that high. When I made it, I was like, okay, I'm the only one in my area and in my location. So there's so many people that motivated me and like cheering me up not to give up, and I'm in the right direction. And that was the I don't know how to put it. I wish I could explain. Yeah, that it was the moment for me to really see where the sport can take you and put you. It doesn't matter your background. It doesn't matter your living situation or what surroundings you in, as long as you focus on what you want. So my focus, and I thank my mom and my teachers at school for that, because she never watched me play, but she was so supportive. Anything for netball, she would make sure that I get. It's very strange how there was no way she wasn't going to follow my footsteps.
Okay.
I got pregnant. I didn't know I was pregnant, and I was set to go for trials.
I'm very upset with this.
Okay.
I'm very upset
We'll
with
get to
this.
that.
With what she's about to tell you, I'm very
I'm
upset
not
with
gonna
this.
say it.
We'll get to
I'm not gonna say it.
No.
And
She
then,
almost killed me.
and then I found out 2 weeks before I was supposed to travel. That
To
I was
Denmark. To Denmark.
No, not that.
No, Mom. You need to tell the full
Not
story.
that.
Please. Tell the full story.
Shish, winner. And then I got a call from NSA. I forgot. Dani. Sure, that was a long time.
Yeah.
I
From
forgot.
Dani, yeah.
Yeah, I forgot her name. And then she said, "You're supposed to come up. We'll send you your ticket. There's trials, and I hope you're fit. You've been getting busy. You've been gymming and everything, because the next trip will be Australia." And I was like, "Yo." I looked and I was like, "Yo." There was no way that I was gonna go there, and there was no way they were gonna find out that I was pregnant. So I just sat there and spoke to my mom. Yes, the situation. I'm pregnant. I think I was 5 months pregnant at that time. I'm pregnant, and I'm supposed to go to Pretoria. I think Danny Louise Duplessis was the coach then. And then my mom said, "Then go to the doctor." And the doctor will sort you out. Sort me, "You've got ankle problems, you've got knee problems." So I went there. So I had to lie. And then I got a doctor's certificate.
Yeah.
So I faxed it through. So I was granted leave because then she was born. And then when she was born, I had two options. Was to give birth to her, go to Denmark because I was offered a job in Denmark, or to stay home.
I could have been a Denmark resident right now. I could have been a citizen.
And then my mom was pushing for me to give birth and leave her. And I said, and at first I agreed. I said, "Yeah, I'll go. Yeah, I'll do it. I bring money home." So as soon as I gave birth to her, while I was sitting in that hospital, and I was like, "Does she really mean I must, it's like giving you up? I must leave?" I mean, she was tiny, and I can't.
There's no way, yeah.
There was no way. So I called them back, tell them that no, I'm not, I have to turn down the job. I can't. I had a little baby, and they were persuasive, "You can leave, and then when you settle down and you can come back." I said, "No, I can't." Yeah. And then when she was 3 months old, my mom was furious at the time, but she understood. And then when she was 3 months old, I was called because I was a former player to Comets then, because we were the Comets team. And then they came to fetch me. The Eastern Cape people, they came to fetch me back. My mom will babysit the baby. She'll just play. She won't play the whole match and all those.
Yeah.
And my mom was like, "I don't think it's a good idea." I said, "No, Mom, let me go." Then there were at that time there were two players that who recently gave birth. It was me and Betty Nkakes. So we went there. I think I played one quarter and I heard her crying. And I was like, "No way." So as I looked, Sosa from the University of Forte said, shh, just play. And then she took her and she ran off, and there was no way I was going to leave a match and go find someone, my baby.
With someone, yeah.
And I don't even know where she ran to. So I was playing, and then I was like, I felt those pains, like, I don't think I need to continue because, and then as soon as I went up, I was like, I'm not supposed to be playing now because I haven't recovered yet. But then Uncle Rich didn't take me off because he's a man, he didn't understand what was happening.
Yeah.
He saw his players there, he was happy to see his players back. So I played a match and I finished the match, and then I went home and I told the Eastern Cape ladies, at the time it was Miss Kosi Hlengiwe and Nompumelele Javo, and I told them, guys, I can't, you rather wait until at least she's 9 months, then I can go back. And then when she was 6 months, they said, no, we can't wait for 9 months, you have to come back.
Yeah.
So my mom agreed, so I came back again and I played. And while she was growing up, she was growing next to the field. Every time I play, I'll bring her with. Every practice, every match, she was there. And when she was about, I think, 4 and 5, that's when she started, if I bring a ball at home, she'll be playing with the ball. I remember Zuki Tova calling me at one time, said, is your child right here? I said, she is, what's wrong? She says, whenever we see her, she's got a big ball, big netball ball around her arm.
That's actually a photo of me.
And I was like, let her, because that's what she loves, and we don't know what she'll become.
Yeah.
And then we went to stay in Grahamstown because I was working there, and she was at Oatlands Primary School. She started running, but she wasn't the fast runner. And then she started, every time there's a match or practice, she started wearing my old Comets kit.
Yeah.
To every match, to every practice and all that. And then I said, okay, she loves netball, let me teach her. Let me teach her at least if I'm teaching her, and also she got to watch me when I'm playing, because most of what she learned was over watching me on TV. More than me teaching her.
Yeah.
Because at times I'll tell her, you must do this, and she said, no, mama, but you did this day. And I was like, okay, rather she watches me play than me coaching her.
Definitely, because I never knew that she was a center. I never knew that. And surprisingly, at Oatlands, like in under 9, I was playing center.
Okay.
That's the funny thing.
Yeah.
I was playing center until I moved to Hudson, when Zandile Smith moved me to goal attack.
Yeah.
Because then the height difference started like shifting, and then it was a matter of we need a taller shooter.
Yeah.
Because our center then, my friend Amber, she was really short.
Yeah.
And I was always taller than her, and they swapped us over, and now she's playing center the whole life, and I've played goal attack the whole life.
Yeah.
Like we just swapped. But like I mean, like when my mom was talking about Comets, I vividly remember having a photo of me. I was like their mascot, basically.
Okay.
I was sitting in front, they're all wearing their Comet dresses with Papa Reg there, and I'm sitting in front with the ball, like literally like cuddling the ball. And that was just my life. I was always with the ball. And when people ask me, I always say I started playing netball at 3, because that's when, not when I was introduced, but that's when I started falling in love with the game.
Yeah.
When I started, like, if my mom comes from a netball game, I'm like, where's my ball?
Yeah.
Like, I need to get a new ball every time. I need to get the match ball. Like, I needed a ball in my life. And at the age of 9, not even, at the age of 6, I started having a hoop. Like my dad bought me a hoop, he put it up, and I used to have a hoop. I used to shoot all the time. Honestly, that it touched core. It touched core when it happened.
Yeah.
Because it was like, she was assistant coach last year. Wendy Hickson was the coach, and I say Wendy took me from high school, because at high school when I was playing, she was like, come play for my club. So I've been coached by her for years. So it was like the two people that kind of coached me, because I only know 4 coaches in my life. Zalta Smith, Zandile and Njeza, Wendy Hickson, and Pumla Glass. Those are the 4 coaches that have impacted my life.
Yeah.
And to have 2 out of those 4 coaches, and Prof, obviously. To have 2 of those coaches next to me on the side court as I play for Comets, a team that I've known for years.
A team that you've born into.
Yes,
Yeah.
because I mean, like when Oatlands used to do the thing where you come dressed up as who you want to be in the future. And I came dressed in my mom's Comets with the netball ball. I have a picture of me posing with the netball ball, wearing the full kit of the Comets.
Yeah.
When I was playing,
Yeah.
she was standing there, and if people are talking to me, said, let me talk to her. Mom, don't do this, do that, and everyone would like, okay, talk to her. I was like, I talk to her.
Yeah.
Because I'll just look at all of them and laugh. And they're like, no, she pays attention to her. Talk to her. And at first, when I was talking to her, she'll be cheeky.
I'd be like, no, let me do it on my own.
And then I said to her, Asekho, I've been in the game before you. And I've stayed in the game while you're still growing up.
Yeah.
So I know best. So the best thing for you to do is to listen to me.
Yeah.
I literally said to her, I know your position more than you. So you need to listen to me, because I am outside the court watching you. So I know your flaws. I know your weaknesses. I know your strong points. So you better listen to me. And then she started changing. For instance, I always say to her, she should be grateful because she has a mother who makes sure that I watch her. I remember when I was in Grahamstown, I used to make excuses at work to go and watch her play on Wednesday, because I didn't want her, when she's looking in the supporters corner,
She doesn't see mommy.
because I didn't expect my mom to leave from work and go, because I understood my mom was working 8 hours every day, and it was too hard on her to skip time and watch me, because the only time my mom and dad watched me was playing on TV for SABC Comets. That's the only time they ever watched me play. So I didn't want her to have the same feeling that I had, that my mom wasn't there. But I wasn't hurt, I wasn't angry, because I always had people there, because when I was growing up I had my teachers. I had Sis Tokome that was there coaching us. I had Sis Kanyisa Kosa that was also coaching us. We had each other. We had a team in Tanzania, we were like superstars.
Yeah.
All of us, we were in the border team. Two of us made it to the SA. So we had each other. We became that one big family that is always there for each other.
Yeah.
If I'm going for trials, I know that half of my teammates will be there watching. If someone else is there, we had a good support system, and we always made sure that no one feels alone.
Yeah.
We are there for each other. So I wasn't. It was not like in their time.
Yeah.
In their time, they wanted a parent there. She wanted her mom there. Because I wasn't staying in East London, and I was staying in Grahamstown, so I had to make time. I had to make time to go and watch. And surprisingly, every time I would pitch there, every child would be so happy that Asekho's mom is here. And I'm like, okay, so now I'm the second coach. So I have to advise everyone, don't do this, do that. Even the coaches. Zelda Smith it's Zandre Smith's mom. We played in the same team, but as soon as I pitch, she's like, she's here. So and I was like, okay, so Asekho brags about the mom, played for SA, mom, this and that and that. So for me, it was some kind of fulfillment because not only those kids looked up to me, they had hopes that one day they'll make it where I've been, yeah, and they wanted to be like Asekho.
So I don't know. My mom, as she says, like Wednesdays she was there. Wednesdays 2 o'clock when we never played, she was there, and it felt really good and like it was fulfilling. I was like, my mom's here, she's watching. I need to make her proud. I need to show her that I'm going to be a future SA player like her and all that. And then we came back to East London, and the dynamic started changing now because she worked for the department, and then there'd be Eastern Cape trials and Eastern Cape and stuff like that. So then it was like she couldn't exactly watch me on the side because then it would be like
I had to be a parent. Yeah, when it's because I remember the first time she came to all ages under 12, I had to be a parent. I had to go and watch other people because I didn't want to intimidate people. When they see me, they say, no, she has to be in the team now. I'll vanish. I'll just say, hi, Isaac, I'm here, and then I'll vanish. As a result, I think one of the teachers noticed, why is that when she's about to play, you go to other ages? I said, I'm her parent, and you all know me as, you don't label me as Asekho's parent. You label me departmental official, and former SA player and all those. So I didn't want them to feel that she has to be in the team.
So that happened, and then started going on tours, and my mom started working, but my dad stepped up, my grand stepped up. I mean, like, they watched me all the time. My dad would be at the side of the court watching, screaming for me. My grand, like, the whole world stops in the house. She switches on the TV, she's like, Asekho's watching, Asekho's playing, we need to watch, you know? Asekho's playing, we need to watch. And like, my cousins couldn't understand, like, same thing. I never did dishes, I never cooked.
So this netball thing, he has got his own perks and privileges.
Yes.
Then you get to keep doing chores now.
No, the thing is, we come from a sporting family. My mom was an athlete. My dad was an athlete playing rugby. My mom played netball. So to her, it was like, wow, we never reach where they are. So the only thing we can do is to be proud of them.
For myself, I want to make the national team. Like, that's every girl's dream. But not only that, I want to be Asekho Njeza and not Asekho Zandile and Njeza's daughter. You see, because everyone's like, oh, you're Zandile's daughter, and I'm like, no, I'm Asekho Njeza. My name is Asekho. I am myself. I may have followed my mother into the same role, position, sport, but that doesn't mean I'm her or I'm her mini me. Yes, I'm a mini me, but I'm myself before her mini me.
And is it a heavy burden to carry, knowing that you'll always be compared to, or you'll always be reminded of your mom's achievement? You think that puts pressure on you?
Yes, because the expectations people put on me are much higher than me. Like, if I go to trials, people look at me and they're like, oh, she's gonna do all this, and I play the netball I play is like,
it's not different from my type of playing,
but it's just adjusted to my style. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
My mom, I'm taller than my mom firstly, so I'm not gonna be like doing, because the fast feet and all that. I take like lunges and leaps and stuff like that. My mom had to like move faster and all of that because she was short and she had to move around. For me, I have to stand tall and I have to be bigger than everyone because I am taller, you know. So then people are like, no, you need to do, and I'm like, no. For me, rolling off to dodge gets me open, you know. My mom had to roll off, dodge, run around the court, and then come back on.
Yeah.
You know.
She has to be herself. She has to be herself. I've never limited her. The sky's the limit. She can do more and beyond. She doesn't have to be shadowed by me. What I like also about her, she's herself, she's a free spirit just like me. She does her own things. Even though at times we don't agree, but eventually she knows I'm pointing her at the right decision. And she knows that the kind of relation that we have, it's
a two-way open street
Yeah.
relationship.
You know, when your daughter start calling you Tommy, you must know you must know that, yay.
Oh, it gets bad when she starts calling you by name, and then the little one, my little brother, starts taking that, and then now I have had to revert back to mom.
Yeah.
So that my little brother knows it's
Doesn't
mom.
have bad things for you.
Yeah. And another thing is that people need to be grateful, like netball people, because when I stopped netball at 40,
42.
when
At
at
what?
40, at 40,
42.
I stopped playing netball at 40.
You played 42, and then you fell, and then you
No,
has never been the same.
Asekho, that's different. I stopped playing competitive netball like Comets and Aloes and everything at 40. And when I made that decision, I told myself I'm sticking to it. So when I was playing at 42, that's when I had my little boy. And Asekho like begged me, Mom,
I
please
didn't
come
beg you,
back.
I pushed you,
He
I
said,
forced you
"Mom,
to go back
come
on
back.
court.
Come back, you still have what it takes." And I said to her,
I needed another shooter,
I can come
basically.
back. I said, I can come back only if I'll be focusing on my coaching.
Yeah.
Because she is there and she's doing well. I do not want her to feel that she has to compete against me. My time it has passed.
Yeah.
Now it's her turn. And I don't want people mistaking that, saying that, oh, she plays better than, she's young.
Yeah.
She can
She's
do
bound
better.
to do better.
She's bound to-
I have
she-
mistakes.
Yeah,
I need to learn from
she's
them.
she's bound to do better. But what I don't like is that I didn't want to see myself competing against my child. I remember a friend of mine, when I said that I'm playing for a different club, and I said I'll be playing against Asekho, and he said, "You
An NMU.
what?
Yeah.
You what?" And I said, "She's playing for Njezas, and I'll be playing for Aloes." And he said, "No ways. No ways I'm going to support that. No ways I'm going to watch you play against. You know how you play. Do you think that playing against her won't undermine?" I said, "But that's not the point. The point is she can still learn more if she wants to. I can learn one or two things from her, because learning is never too old
You're
or
never
too
too old to
young.
learn anything.
Yeah, you can learn from a little child, and you learn things you didn't know about." So when she begged me to come back and push me, like I said to her, "Okay, I'll come back." When she pushed me, I'll come back only if I'm going to concentrate on my coaching. And then I was coaching, and then she kept forcing me to play. So I started playing, and then I fell, and then I said to her,
That's
I
it.
am not.
She was in bed for 3 weeks.
I am
For
not.
3 weeks, she couldn't get out. Honestly, I'm proud. I've always been proud. I've always shown off my mom. I've always told my friends, guys, my mom's an SA player. My mom's this. My mom is my mom. She knows I'm proud of her. I'm proud of every stepping stone that she's put.
Dennis, thank you so much. May your star keep rising. May you keep shining. May you achieve amazing things for yourselves. Sitting in the dugout as a coach, what as a player, and I'm wishing nothing but the best. And I hope that you will cover all your bases and not follow the footsteps of mom, but achieve bigger things, and not because of competition, but purely because she would have learned from the best. She would have seen you coming the way for her, and then she'll take the bait and run with it, and make her proud of the way, and carry the name. So I wish you everything the best.
Thank you.
Well, yo, this is me. I get emotional. Sometimes a roller coaster ride is how it's supposed to go. My heart is large like a symphony orchestra. So much in the